The next episode of True Wrestling Fan Discussions. This is going to be WrestleMania 41, Night 1. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Frank, and let's get into it. Normally, what we do is we'll start from the beginning of the card, work our way to the main event. But I want to talk about the main event first before we go into the rest of the card, because honestly, I'm going to say this. This was a lackluster night one for me. I think the last four matches kind of saved the evening. The first three matches were really dull, really missing a whole lot. But the main event kind of hit a home run tonight, and I want to go ahead and start with that. And that was with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And we know the history here between, especially with Rollins and Reigns,
Mhm.
CM Punk coming back, the Shield supposedly being concocted to 10, 12 years ago to be security for CM Punk, although that never transpired. Vince flirted the idea with them saving him a few times, but they never did it officially. But Rollins keeps bringing that up every time he talks. Oh, we were supposed to help you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, CM Punk, we had the favor. That was to have the wise
Otherwise,
man
man, yeah.
in his corner in the main event of WrestleMania because Heyman told him the one day that when you finally main event WrestleMania, I will be in your corner. So then, of course, this past week, Rollins says that Heyman now owes him a favor. And I said this to my son 2 weeks ago. I know how this is going to play out. We've seen any wrestling fan would know how this is going to play out as far as what Heyman's ultimate agenda is going to be.
Yeah,
And I mean,
they shouldn't have done that thing with Seth. They shouldn't have given it away.
no, they really shouldn't
Yeah.
have.
They could have
And
said it after the fact. But by doing
yeah,
that at the last minute, saying, "Oh, you owe me a favor," like the
and
writing
and
was on.
and and not only that, I'm still convinced that he can wind up night two with The Rock because the famous line that's always been used is when he said, "What's best for business." Also
Yeah,
has me wondering, is Heyman and Rollins WrestleMania night done? And
I don't know.
I don't think it is personally.
Uh-uh.
I could be wrong,
We'll see. We'll see.
but we'll see
Let's
what night two brings.
yeah.
But the main
Jumping
event
ahead.
here, I wish I could because like night one just disappointed a little bit. I'm sorry. But the main event, man, it was totally awesome. Rollins constantly telling Roman, "Oh, let's take care of Punk," and Roman not buying the BS.
The Doomsday. I love the Doomsday device that Punk
Awesome,
Punk and
that was
Roman did.
awesome.
Yeah, that was
And
cool.
and finally, Roman just went into this tweaker place that he checked out. He's the hell with doing the Shield powerbomb. I got this
Right,
myself.
right, because he was about you thought he was about to do the shield bomb.
And how many
And
times is he going to fall for this crap from Rollins? I mean, it's just year in and year out. It's the same old stuff.
the only thing about this match, and this always happens at WrestleMania, just too many false finishes. It's just too much for me. Too
It's like playing a
many.
video game.
It's too many of they're using their finishing maneuvers and they keep kicking out and kicking out. It's like it's
I understand the resiliency,
like
but
enough
after
already.
two,
Like
it's enough is
it's
enough.
enough. It just kept going on and on and on. It was a fun match, but it just kept going on and on.
But when Heyman went for the chair, I knew right there. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I
And
knew I,
good,
I knew he was gonna turn on Punk. That I knew.
yeah,
100%.
at least back to Roman.
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah.
But when he stood behind Roman and you see him look down, you know right then and there what he's planning on doing, and
Well,
he low blows Roman.
we kind of jumped ahead. So he grabs the chair, he's giving it to Punk, and Roman is like in disbelief. And
Oh, he's pissed.
so 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 Punk is about to hit Roman, and then he low blows Roman. And then you think, oh, they're reunited now. Yes, my tribal chief. He gives him the chair and everything, and he destroys Roman. And then there's Seth, still, he's like on the ropes, and he's like, "Look, the shield."
The golden moment.
I knew when he went, like you said, when he went behind him, I was like, "Oh no!"
Anytime they go behind you,
Yeah,
you cannot trust it.
And then
And it's not like Seth
pull the
Rollins even
China.
needs a wise man at
Pull,
this point in his career.
not really. Pull the China.
Yeah, nice little low blow. Rollins gets the WrestleMania victory over Roman and Punk. So this kind of
Damn it.
shattered Punk's WrestleMania main event moment.
Damn it.
Remember, we haven't seen Punk on a WrestleMania match since 2013
Yeah,
when he
12
faced The
years.
Undertaker.
12 years. Cult of Personality live was pretty cool though. I
That was
mean, Living
awesome. I
Color.
loved
Yeah,
it. I
Living
loved when
Color.
he came out to their
That was
theme.
good.
I loved the little intro they did for him. It
Right,
was great.
they were cutting back when he first started till now, and
Yep.
it was well done. It was well
I
done.
love Rollins going from the black to the all like to an angel, almost looked like Jesus
Oh,
with
gee,
the light behind him.
it's blasphemy, man. Come on, man. It's Easter.
I said almost.
All right.
There's only one. And then of course Roman coming out wearing white, which shocked me because I'm used to the black
It
or
was
the
different.
red.
Yeah, he was doing something different.
But the main event did not disappoint on this evening.
No, it was fun.
It was great to see. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go back to the part of the night where I was needing coffee to stay awake because it felt lackluster, like I said before. And what also bothered me is the fact that the opening match, the Royal Rumble winning champ, the Royal Rumble winner, they showed no love for whatsoever at WrestleMania when you're the opening match.
The thing is, it's like that belt is a secondary belt, man.
It always will be.
Yeah, I know. It's just
But
unfortunate. Yeah,
on a night that you know
I
in
agree.
your heart that Jey Uso is winning the
Main
title,
event, Jey Uso. But
not on this night,
but
opening match Jey Uso,
yeah, yeah.
it takes away from the whole thing. And the fans, and unfortunately, the fans know he's going to win this, so they're not as
I
invested
wasn't
in
sure he
it.
was gonna win it. I wasn't sure Jey was gonna pull it off.
There was no way he was going 0-4 against them.
Well, that's true.
There
That's
was no
true.
way.
Yeah, that's all I didn't think about
But
that.
you knew now. There's been WrestleManias where we know, okay, Triple H wins the Royal Rumble. We know he's beating Chris Jericho. Brock Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble. We know he's beating Kurt Angle. This was one of those moments where there wasn't a swerve where the champion survived. You knew he was going to win it, and the fans weren't as vested in the match as they should be.
It was early. I think it was just too early too. I think
I don't think it should have been the opening match. That's just my opinion. I mean, I
it
think
should have been the
Jay did a
second to
great job.
last. Yeah, it should have been the co-main.
Yes, yes, I
Come on,
agree.
man. It's a double main event.
And the bloodline was all on night one, with the exception of The Rock.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we don't even really know if he'll be out there tomorrow night. Who knows? But as far as bloodline wrestlers, they were all on night one.
But Jay won. Thank you. I was happy to see.
Jay won. Oh, it was impressive. 3 Uso splashes, but the only thing I did not like was the chokehold. It was too fast. It's like as soon as he got him
Yeah, he
down,
got
Gunther
him.
just taps immediately, and
I
I'm
mean,
like, Gunther doesn't do that
yeah, no,
unless there was a time. Unless there
I
was a
think it was
time
the time.
constraint.
I think it was the time.
And what also was happy was what I was happy about was that Jimmy showed up, but when he held the belt,
You had a feeling, right? Like, oh
I'm
no.
like, don't ruin your brother's night.
No, he
Not
didn't.
no, don't do it. But he
No.
didn't do it. He handed him the belt. They went back up the walkway, and Jey Uso is now literally main event Jey Uso, the world heavyweight champion. And yes, I know, like you said, this belt is secondary, but the Royal Rumble, they had the Royal Rumble winner facing the world heavyweight champion. So I mean, at least give it the Rumble winner the respect he deserves. Following that, they showed what led up to the next match, which to me another lackluster match that I just didn't see, even though they've been in a war, no pun intended, to the tag team since the last 3-4 months, and that is the War Raiders defending the World Tag Team titles
Yeah,
against the New Day.
and nobody cared.
Not really, because everybody was focused on Big E and the New Day,
Right.
and should have there been a match between them at this one because Tyler Breeze who's a good friend of Big E, had said that Big E has been medically cleared, which now I'm thinking, okay, is Big E going to come out tonight and cost them the match? That would have made more sense in this match because for whatever it was, there was nothing from the fans
No.
whatsoever until they got towards the end, and they hit the double stomp on Ivar and Kofi holding his leg down. The New Day once again becoming relevant.
And they ran out of there.
I would have much rather a fatal 4-way elimination ladder match or some nonsense like that, like we had last year. Because remember, the last time we saw these titles defended on a pay-per-view was last WrestleMania.
Yes, this didn't need to be.
So Triple H always said that he'll put it on a pay-per-view once the rivalry hits its peak. Brother, this rivalry just wasn't there. This is
Nobody
a
cared.
Monday Night Raw match.
Yeah, that is.
Now, speaking of a SmackDown or Monday Night Raw match, was our following match, which was Jade Cargill and Naomi. I didn't feel that this needed to take up a WrestleMania slot
No.
because this storyline was weak from the get go.
Yeah, that's.
And not to mention, you got Jade Cargill who can destroy Naomi in a second, having us believe that Naomi can honestly go toe to toe with her and almost beat her. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from Naomi, but look at the physical physique of Jade Cargill and tell me that Naomi can go toe to toe realistically with her. I don't see it. I see Bianca Belair giving Jade Cargill a match like that, but not Naomi. And this whole thing of, and then I think it was my son that said, oh, or maybe I could have heard it from the TV. I don't know. I was zoning out at this point when they talked about Rikishi. And I think he turned around and told me, he goes, "Oh, did he get lessons from her? Did she get lessons from Rikishi with the whole car thing?" I did for Bianca. I mean, it's just
Jesus.
The whole storyline was just lackluster.
Yeah,
I'm using that word a lot tonight because it is.
Yeah, nobody cared. Just no.
I will say that Jade Cargill's wrestling has improved lately. That they've gone back and worked with her. So she did impress me a little bit when she hit Jaded on Naomi and got the pin. It was pretty good. She didn't botch too many things, and also that modified powerbomb that she did was pretty impressive. So she's getting there. I would have rather see her face either Bianca tonight or Charlotte. And Charlotte was the original idea last year, but we never got that. The next match on the card, this is where for me it started picking up. And this was for the United States Championship. It was LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. And as much as I wanted LA Knight to come away with this, I knew when they signed this match where they were heading with this.
Yeah.
Now, if this is a benefit to LA Knight to move up in the rankings,
he's not moving up anywhere. We've been talking about this for like 2 years already. Remember, he's gonna get this mega push, and look how over he is. And
well, remember they had to put the U.S. title back on him because Shinsuke is supposedly leaving. His contract is up in a matter of hours.
He was supposed to get a major push. He never got it. I think the ship sailed.
I still think
I still like him, but I don't think the momentum it's not there anymore. I don't think.
With the crowd, it still is. I'm hoping that going forward after WrestleMania that they do something with him.
Well, he lost, so
if anything, draft him to Raw or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not like the draft matters anymore anyway. It did impress me when Jacob went for the moonsault and he did hit blunt force trauma on the way down. And I thought at that moment he had it won, but unfortunately he didn't. But Jacob Fatu is just too strong, too fast, too furious. Not fast. I'm not going to say fast and furious. No, I'm not going to say that. He's too much in the ring. And the fans were actually on his side during this match. And now Solo is going to probably come out on Friday and be all happy that the Bloodline's got some gold. Meanwhile, Jacob did this himself. That's why you didn't see Solo come out with him fully. He gave him a hug and off he went. Jacob Fatu to me is really impressive, and one of these days we're probably going to see the world title on him if everything goes according to plan. Because I can see it in him. He's majorly talented. And him winning the United States title is a nice stepping stone for him. But I just don't want LA Knight to get lost in the shuffle following after this.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Have faith, my man.
Yeah.
Next match on the card, we were supposed to see, and I'm not using the word, I don't care. It was supposed to be Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio. Now, we're seeing this a lot in WrestleMania, that we're all of a sudden now mystery opponents and partners, because now we just learned that Bayley will no longer be on night 2. Spoiler, it's going to be probably Becky Lynch teaming with Lyra. Let's put that out there. and more than likely Rusev facing Orton in the Open Challenge.
Rusev
But
is back?
yes,
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
yeah,
I haven't been watching. I have no idea what's going on.
there, real quickly before we get to El Merico Grande or whatever, there are two rumors going out to the Open Challenge of Randy Orton. Number one, that has something that involves the Wyatt Six, but and Aleister Black. But I don't think they're not going to ruin Aleister Black for him coming out next Friday night on SmackDown. Lana has been signed to a Legends deal.
Legend.
Rusev, yeah,
How's she a legend?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
You might as well just call it an alumni contract because that's about as far as she's going.
Legend. Oh my God.
No, not her. Um, Rusev has been slated to be coming back to the company anytime now within the next week. With Kevin Owens being out of the match, there is a good possibility also that he could be the man that comes out and takes the Open Challenge. I hope to God not, because I think this needs to be a huge impact if Randy Orton is to be going for the title at Backlash, since he is on the cover of the poster for that pay-per-view. I think this is going to have to be somebody big for Orton to upset and beat. And Rusev is not that guy.
Hmm.
Now, if they do something with the Wyatt Six, I hope it knocks it out of the park, to be honest, because they've been stagnant for months now. And also, they announced right before this match that the WWE has purchased AAA Lucha Libre Wrestling, and we will be seeing an NXT Worlds Collide involving those superstars in June in Los Angeles. Now, as far as this whole what El Grande Americano bullshit, I'm just
Mr. America.
Little Kurt Angle. I don't care. Exactly, Mr. America.
It's not Chad Gable though. It's not him.
Don't not you two. Come on now.
It's not him. It's just he looks like him, but it's not.
I give up. Oh Lord. Yeah, just like it's not Hulk Hogan under that mask.
Hey, he passed the lie detector test, man. I'm talking about Mr. America. For those that don't, he passed it. Anyway.
Well, Rey Mysterio was unclear. He got hurt last night on SmackDown. So now they moved Rey Fenix into the match, which I was impressed by. Now, if Rey Fenix had shown up when he was supposed to with Pentagon, I think there would have been a tag team thing going on Raw. But unfortunately, because he just showed up about 2 weeks ago, they wanted to get him on the WrestleMania card, and this was the way to do it. Now, whoever you want to call Grande Americano or Chad Gable, whatever, the match was pretty impressive as far as them going at it. Until we get the metal plate in the mask, and Rey Fenix hurts his leg doing the walk over the top rope, his famous move with the kick, followed by the headbutt from El Americano that gets Chad Gable the victory at WrestleMania.
It wasn't Chad Gable.
The only way I'm going to say it wasn't Chad Gable if Chad Gable ran down ringside. I'm not even buying the Monday Night Raw thing where they're interviewing Americano and Chad Gable's in the background. I'm not even buying that.
I mean, it's silly, but it's fun. It is and
it isn't. It's just like for us veteran wrestling fans, we've seen this all before. It's like, stop insulting our intelligence. We know who this is.
It's funny though. It's funny.
And it's been like this ever since Gable fought Pentagon. That's pretty much where this started.
Oh, so, I don't even know when it happened.
Yeah, once he fought Pentagon when he first came in, he had an obsession with the luchadors, and this is where this all came about. So now, following that match, and I actually really enjoyed this one because thank God it went the way I wanted it to. For the WWE women's title, Tiffany Stratton versus the Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte. And I was really hoping we didn't get a 15-time reign, going into this, because she's gone a year and a half with a knee injury, comes back, automatically wins the Rumble, and now she's just the number one contender again. Okay, so if we're going to give her another Rumble run from 2020 and actually have fans in the stands for her to have her title match, why can we eventually get Drew McIntyre right and get him into a WrestleMania main event from winning the Rumble where there's fans around? I mean,
I mean, I don't know.
if anybody deserves it, it's him.
I wonder if there was backlash though. I wonder why if that's why she didn't win the title tonight. Because I thought she was gonna win.
Everybody thought she was going to win.
So, but people were really upset when she won the Rumble. So
And a lot of things got personal over the last few weeks on SmackDown, especially when Tiffany, told Charlotte, "Oh, on marriages, I see you're 0 for 3."
oh Jesus Christ.
And then she turned around and says, "Is that why Kaiser's in my DM?" I mean, and it looked like Tiffany got her teeth busted.
She got
I
a
mean,
she had a
I
chipped tooth. I saw the pictures,
yes,
yeah.
it was very bad. But Stratton hit the prettiest moonsault ever and got the pin. And thank
Oh
God,
no, good.
Tiffany Stratton is still the WWE Women's Champion, and Charlotte isn't automatically just being handed the title again after all of this time. I don't agree with her winning the Rumble this fast. The Royal Rumble for the women has only existed since 2018. There was no reason really right now to have a double champion, double winner as of yet. I know in the men's back in the day, yes, it happened, but she's no Hulk Hogan. So we're just going to say that right now. I don't think that the women's division needed a woman. There's plenty of women talented enough on that roster that could have won that Rumble. And I couldn't see her coming right back after all this time. She was gone since December of 23 in that match against Asuka. And she automatically comes back. Oh, wins the Rumble. Oh, goes to WrestleMania and for the title shot. No, I wasn't happy about that, but Tiffany defended the title. So now the question is, does Charlotte go to Backlash and win it there?
Find
Because
out.
I mean, I know she's going to break her father's record. That's the game plan. Well, it's going to be John's record as of tomorrow night, unfortunately, because Cody got the last laugh last night on SmackDown
No, that's the curse.
after he told John you still can't wrestle,
That's the
and he
curse.
told him I don't need to. Tried to put him in the AA. Rhodes counted it, put him in the crossroads, and laid Cena
No,
out.
that's it.
That's
That
the
is,
curse.
yeah, that's the curse. That means that he's done.
Do I want Rhodes to lose the title tomorrow night? Yes and no. Does he need to lose the title? Yes. It's been a year. I mean, these long durations. I mean, this is not like back in the day where you could, have Bruno win it hold the title for 7 years or Hogan for 4. I mean, we already had that long duration from Roman. I mean, if Cody wins it tomorrow night, then what? Randy Orton takes it off of him in Backlash because pretty much Orton's going to be facing the winner of that match. So it's just a question. I have a strong feeling because it's seen his last WrestleMania that he's going to win the title.
It's looking like
Yeah. But as far as night one goes, I mean, the last
it.
4 matches kind of saved the evening, but the first three were just like,
No, it was.
no. And 61,467 on hand for this as Shawn Michaels came in. I love how he shows everybody the card, by the way, before he announced it.
Mhm.
And let me almost bring something else up because I didn't mention this before. When the Hall of Famers came out, anybody wondering where Lex Luger was? Because you had Fred Ottman out there with John Tentis' family. You had Austin and Brett out there. You had Triple H out there, and you had Michelle McCool. Where was Lex?
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't feeling well or something. I don't know.
I'm hoping everything is all right. I mean, I
Mhm.
know at the induction ceremony last night he stood up,
Mhm.
which was a tremendous thing for him. But yeah, he didn't come out tonight with the Hall of Famers, and I was kind of concerned about that.
I
So
don't
I
know.
mean, maybe we'll find out in the next day or two, what the deal was. But it was
Yeah.
nice to see that the Hall of Famers came out, and I
Well,
like.
besides Triple H,
Well, he headlined it, but it wasn't by choice. That was Nick Khan's call. He's the one that put it. He made the call to him.
listen,
Come on.
I'm not
Regardless how you
gonna.
feel about the
I'm
man, he
not gonna get
belongs in the
into it.
Hall of Fame.
It's not saying much. The bar's pretty low right now.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
And
but it's okay
and
that Brett's a 3-time Hall of Famer now.
if anybody deserves it, it is Brett. It is Brett.
I'm not denying it,
Yeah.
but I think
So,
Triple H deserves it as well.
well, anyway.
He
So
didn't put
that
himself in there. Come on.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he was fighting not to get in. All right, anyway.
Actually, he
Well,
was.
that's
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, all right. Well,
Whatever.
that's our review. We'll be back for night two. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. See you guys soon.
Take care.